Rapper Finesse two-time has a fallout with his 12-year-old child protege, FNG King. Apparently, the little bird has left the nest and has been gone for more than 4 months. Finesse takes to social media after receiving a call from his PO. One answers, needing some explaining as to why the 12-year-old artist was on social media waving around blickies and acting a fool while in his care. So, for those who don't know, Finesse was released from federal prison 2 years ago, and he currently has 5 months left of probation. So, this whole situation got messy real quick, and we're going to talk about it. So, I'm going to play a little audio, not the clip. You can look the clip up, but just the audio of Finesse explaining and, giving us feedback on the conversation he had with his PO and what led to all the tea being spilled from this 12-year-old kid, his artist, his godson. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. So check this out.
And my federal, I'm still on federal probation. I got 5 more months of federal probation left. And she was like, I was sent this video of the kid that you have around you with firearms. And I'm like, damn, I know she talking about King. So I'm like, he got firearms. Like, what you mean? Like, you told me one of firearms in your house, but he on your story with he on his story with firearms. And I'm like, ma'am, I haven't seen this. I don't know what you talking about. She sent it to me. She sent it to my phone. But I let her know. And I'm here to let the whole world know. All y'all need to know this. King ain't been with me in 4 months.
So there you guys have it. You just watched the clip of him explaining what went down when the PO called him. Him having to explain to her that, hey, this child is no longer in my custody. I ain't around no blickies, you know what I'm saying? Because this whole situation is putting his freedom at stake. And this whole situation could also put this kid's life at risk, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so basically, Finesse admits and he do hold himself accountable and the part he played in this young man's corruption and this young man's self-destruction. When he first met King, he thought he was taking him, out of a bad situation, providing him with a better lifestyle. But the fact of the matter is, you picked up this kid, and instead of correcting his bad behavior from the start, you pretty much entertained it. You pretty much glorified his behavior. I did play this role at first, but then I tried to correct it. But you try to correct it when it was a little too late. Like I said, he met this kid. He did try to help him and remove him from a bad situation, but it was like you took him from one bad environment and then you brought him into another environment that wasn't the best. Finesse, okay, if we're being honest. I don't know you people personally, but you put your business out here every day. For one, let me say this. Kids need to stay in the kiddie lane. Doing music with him, but then you came back and said he only had 2 songs. I don't know him. I have to check this out, fact check this. But doing music with him, getting him shows. He's in the club scene. He's shooting dice. He's cursing like a sailor. And as a man, as a father, and you're admitting to this now, like you wouldn't want your kids doing these things. In this next clip, This was FNG's King response to Finesse coming out, explaining their separation. He feels like, basically, he says he's cutthroat. He don't mind stepping over people to get where he need to be. And maybe he saw some flaws in his characteristic that he wasn't rocking with. We think kids don't be hip to what's going on, but they're actually a lot smarter than we think.
Happy Christmas Eve, man. I'm sorry I had to bring this to y'all for Christmas Eve. I just want to let y'all know, man, I got away from him, man. He was abusive. He wasn't giving me nothing. He said he gave me $5,000 every week. That's a lie. I never got nothing every week. I get $1,000. He give me $1,000 just to here and there. I never made my own money with him. Like when I was with this, I made $100,000 with Hustle. I've been with Hustle for 3 days. I done made $100,000 already. I ain't got to show that to y'all. I ain't gonna show y'all nothing. Y'all ain't got to worry about that, but y'all gonna see me pop out. But man, all the stuff that he's doing, I did that. Those pills are fake, and that is a BB gun. That is cap, man. And I hate that the image that he making and trying to make it seem like this, but everything he's saying is not real. I just had to bring this to y'all for CPS try to do something or anything. He was smoking with me, giving to me drugs, man. He told guns around him. They don't supposed to have guns around him. Sugar, she be having guns. Yeah, I got on one time we was in, if you look on this video, I can't go to jail. If you go back, they got on high speed chase, and I was in a car. They didn't think about saying, "Hey, bro, let King got the car, man. This a child, fool. Hey, fool, on some real excellent man stuff. Hey, King, fool. Hey, let King got the car, fool. Y'all gonna get on y'all high speed, bro. Let King got the car." But when we run out of gas, they surround the whole car. Woo! But everything was great. Long story short, everything was great. And I just want to address this to y'all. But I left away from around him. I want to make that clear.
Do I believe this young man? Yes, I do believe him. Do I believe he's a bad kid? No, I don't believe he's a bad kid. I think that during these stages, at his age or whatever, we can pretty much shape and mold a child into greatness, or we could lead them to destruction. And he just been around people that didn't have his best interests at heart, and that's what he really want his fans and audience to know, that hey, I'm not a bad kid. I hate that I created this image for myself. I guess he was just trying to come up like everybody trying to come up. I'm trying to come up right now, even doing this content, but at the same time I want to drop some jewels. It's no handbook on parenting. It may be, but everybody has to learn through experience. And hopefully this situation will help along Finesse journey in regards to being a parent versus being a kid's friend. I know when to be my child friend, and I know when to be their parent. Pacified him so much when he was in this low vibrational state, or when he was misbehaving, that it got to the point where you try to put your foot down and discipline his child, but by that time it was already out of control. He had got out of hand.
He never sent me back home. He'd be texting my phone talking about whenever you want to come back and act like a child. Bro, why would you kept me off the internet, bro. Then you try to switch my image up. You came and got me for who I am, and then you're going to try to change me for who I am. I'm who I am. That's how the internet know me. And any people who looking at me as a bad kid, I'm not. I'm an actually great person. You got to get to know me, my. And I hate that people actually think like the stuff that he doing. He did things for me, but I ain't get mad because he didn't buy me no designer clothes. He didn't even buy me no designer clothes like that. I just had to actually beg him type shit. Bro, only time he bought me designer clothes, hey, whenever you gonna get some for my video shoot, whenever we going to a show. He didn't care how I dressed it when I went to shows. Stuff like that, man. And man, I'm just trying to address this to y'all, man. He's a conniving person, and it's paperwork that he tried to say he gave my grandma $10,000 and bought me a $40,000 watch and a $100,000 chain. And let me make this clear. Hey, Mob Ties, this to y'all. He told y'all they broke in a car in Nashville and took the jewelry. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. He melted that jewelry down. That's how he made the FNG handout chain. He melted that down. He still owe his jeweler money. Yes, he owed people money. He just ran off on a plug in Oklahoma for like 100 bowls. Yes, that's true. We can do my research on that, and I know y'all wanted me to go live, but I couldn't go live. I just want to address that to y'all, man. I don't want nothing bad to happen, man. All I'm trying to do is feed my family, man. I got a little brother, grandma, shit, sisters, man. Just trying to feed their family like him, trying to stop it and try to get it sent to CPS for something. Like, bro, that video, all this stuff is old, y'all. I promise to God, it's old. We've been talked about this. He got mad because I'm with Hustle Cartel. If y'all want me to post this, the stuff that he sent me yesterday and all the stuff, I've been gone for 3 months, bro. He haven't texted me, called me, nothing. Like, he haven't texted me, called me, nothing. When I get with Hustle Cartel, he was just doing this. Like, when I was just with my dad, bro, my dad, I don't think y'all know him, but he's great. Don't look at him like a bad person. Like, he's a great dad. He get his responsibility, and I hate that he's trying to do this, because you don't send your kids nothing, and you be on sugar. You beat on sugar, and you have sugar over there crying whenever you go cheat on her, man. Let's keep it real. Hold on now. I gotta just think, like, let me just think in my mind for a second. Then you got mad. You took the chain when I went out with Bag them. You told me stop going to the locker room with Bag them. You was hating on Bag them. Then when I tried to go in the locker room with Fat them to see my little nigga Buckley, shout out to Buckley forever, my brother, we locked in. You was hating on Bag them, like, hey man, stop going in there with the niggas. And I think y'all remember I went out with Bag at a Houston show. And he was like, why is you going out with Bag? Like, who you is, you prick? You want to go be with them niggas? Like, that's what type of timing he be on. And y'all, that's why I left away from around him. Half of the people who left away from around him know that he cutthroat. And y'all, whoever go around him, he want straight yes men. He want yes men around him. And I just want to address this before it get anywhere and try to make me seem like I'm bad and my people them bad. This is not. This is everything is. I need to just make this clear right now, because everything that's going on, been doing this around him. He's just trying to make this seem like I just started this, man. Bro, when you came and got me out off Tate Street, my niggas been doing this, bro. You smoked it with me. Like, come on, bro. We got videos of this. Like, and then I can show y'all what he sent me yesterday. Then I can actually sue you, brother, for, it was a deal like April the 2023, he came and got me. And April 2023, he came and got me. And April 2024, I supposed to came back. So that really mean he never had custody of me. So that's really like kidnapping, as you say. I supposed to been back with my peoples. The deal been over with. That was kidnapping, as you say. He never gave my grandma $10,000. And how'd you give me $5,000 a week and I'm sending my grandma $600-700 every now and then? I'm making this out of my pocket off gambling. Like, I used to get mine. Shout out to Rudy, man. My brother helped me. Fi help me whenever I need something. I'm down bad, man. Whenever I don't got nothing, man. You know, Fi help me, man. Shout out to all my fans, all the people support me, man. I just want to address this problem, man.
And then it got to a point where Finesse felt like he was, you know, money driven. But this is the lifestyle that you introduced him to. And like I said, this is not to bash you, because we all have to learn, grow, and see what works in regards to parenting. A child usually imitates what they see. So what has he been seeing? Because this is a reaction to what's been going on around him, his environment. In his clip, he said that you're not even active in your own kid's life. So that was like, how can you be ready to step up, adopt this kid, mentor this child, if you're not an active participant in your own offspring's life? Pretty much the kid is saying that everything was cap, it was all for show, all for the internet, the audience, the fans. He wasn't living that great of a lifestyle. He had to make ends meet on his own.
King ran away from me. King ran away from me with a stranger because I wouldn't give him no money no more. Because I wasn't taking him to dice games no more. I wasn't taking him to clubs no more. King wanted it. That's what King wanna do. If it's King, it's fucked up to say this, but King is loyal to money. King is loyal to opportunity. King not loyal to a person. All he care about is money. And I was trying to make him understand that, bro, life ain't all about money, bro.
And like, yeah, we're in a new era. It's a new day, new age. And, you know, for the most part, these kids are out of control. But at what point do we look at the OGs, like I said, the mentors, the father figures, the mother figures, however, and really get to the root of the problem? If you were going to take this young man under your wings, being that you were a kid that been in the system, it was plenty routes that you could have took with this young man. Betrayal do cut deep, especially when it comes from the ones you love. But at the same time, this is a minor we're talking about, you know, and I wouldn't expect that much loyalty from a minor. And maybe he was loyal to what was being provided. That's how you came in with these gifts and trinkets to build your audience, because I feel like he was used as a pawn as well. In our community, toxicity does get you viral. Foolishness gets you viral. We go viral for all the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I get that, but who's going to change that? Everybody can't take the same route. You said he's 12 years old and can't read. You was paying $2,500 for private school. Explain that. I thought in private school you get the best education, but yeah, you could have went viral off of showing this young man how to read, paying him allowance for reading, getting good grades. That's how we break these cycles. That's how we change the game. You shouldn't put him in predicaments or mislead him down the wrong path, a path that you took, that you know very well. I know very well. Basically, King feel like Finesse is trying to change his image after creating this monster that everyone loved. And, you know, a lot of times as spectators, we get the notion that people are the way they portray themselves on the internet, and that don't be the case. And clearly this is not the case. He's still a kid at heart. This image was basically created to build a fan base that helped promote it, not only his career, but Finesse's career as well. I just hope that it don't get out of hand and that this young man does not get hurt behind the things he exposed. Because like I said, this could potentially take Finesse freedom, and this could land him in, you know, the system. And that's what he's trying to avoid, and pretty much that's why he came out and exposed the tea, because he ain't trying to be taken from his family, and I could understand that as well. I feel like he exploited this child to gain the kid audience popularity. Good marketing, but it was how he did it. Better ways to do it. They could have created content together. You know what I'm saying? I see that on YouTube, kids content get a lot of motion. I'm still debating on starting my own channel with my kids and, you know, doing some fun stuff or acting a fool. But like I said, it was other ways around the route that they took. Why is negativity promoted highly in our community? Why is toxicity promoted highly in our community? The world may never know. But again, that's something we got to ask ourselves. And even a situation with him having, you know, the 3 women. And I know I may get a lot of backlash, a lot of smoke for this, you know. The Bible says a man who finds a wife, not multiple wives, not groupies. This was what was presented in front of him. And then, you know, him watching, allegedly, you put your paws on this young lady. Y'all go through y'all dilemmas or, you know, trials and tribulations or however. It was just not a good look. Stuff like that really messes with the mental. And Lord forbids that he thinks it's okay when he gets of age, you know. Asking him if he tried something with the young lady's kid, that is a bit much. He's 12, still shooting dog water. We got to do better. Finesse, do better. Like I said, and if this is the kind of behavior that you do not expect out of your kids, you should not promote it or condone it from any kid. It takes a village. We got to save our youth. And we're going to get to it. One leader at a time. Spoke on being a protector, a provider. Like I said, knowing that you done been in these situations, knowing that you took that path already, how can we redirect this young man's path? If you were giving him such huge payouts as an allowance, you should have taught him how he could put that money into stocks, bonds, trust funds, secured that currency, start him up a bank account, you know. We talking generational wealth. And I know you say you had to learn a lot of things yourself upon being released. That's understandable. But once you know better, you got to do better. We got to do better. And that's where I'm at currently in my life. Not saying I'm perfect, and clearly he's not perfect. But each one teach one. And I would love to get a backstory on this young man's actual parents, you know, mom and dad. Where do y'all stand in regards to the situation? Dad, how are you going to shape and mold this young man? Are you going to correct this behavior? Get this young man some tutoring. Reach out to me, King. My daughter is, you know, in the tutoring business. We're going to get you the help you need. And hopefully, you know, you get on the right path and you find other ways, other means to make your money. It's a million ways to make money. And sometimes, you know, what we learn in the streets, we got to apply in the business world, the business aspects. Being in the streets, coming from the streets, I could tell you there's nothing glorious about it. Nothing. Despite how it look in movies, videos, etc. It's a facade. All right. And then, King, this was an experience for you as well. Early on, about being in good company, being in good hands, and generating your own wealth. I just hope this situation doesn't blow up and blow out of hand to where no one get hurt behind this situation or no one loses their freedom in Finesse case. And yes, King, it's not all about money. Money's good to have, but you can't love money, young man. All right? So, you have to use your money. Start there. And make your money work for you. Secure your money. So then when it no longer could work for you, it could work for your little ones. And that's what Finesse should have been showing you. Also, gambling is not going to secure your money. Gambling may keep you in debt. You may have your days where you're up and where you're down. So find another hobby, young man. Well, guys, that was my thoughts on this whole Finesse 2 times FNG King situation. Well, I don't even know if he's going to go by the FNG anymore because he's now part of the Hustle Cartel. Just pray for our youth, y'all. But until next time, and I will be dropping more content, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, share, please. And join me next time. Bye.